Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Chris.
And I'm Jasmine.
And we are back with another exciting video for you today.
So we haven't done a meal prep in a really long time, so we're doing a meal prep today.
We have 4 exciting recipes for you, everything from breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then dessert.
And we're also partnering up with Earth Hero for this video, so shout out to them for sponsoring this.
If you're unfamiliar with Earth Hero, it's basically a website where you can go and shop sustainably for just about anything. We love getting our kitchen supplies there, things to store food, and I got a candle from there that I love.
They have a ton of stuff.
So yeah, if you're worried about where things come from, you want to shop sustainably and ethically, Earth Hero is a great place to do that.
And we also have a video that we filmed with them last year where we showed easy swaps that you can make to live a more sustainable life. So I will link that video down below, so you should definitely check that out. So throughout the video, we're going to be showing you some of our favorite products from Earth Hero that we use almost every day. And we're going to show you how they could help you live more sustainably and replace things that may be a bit wasteful in your daily or weekly life.
And when it comes to the food that we're going to be making today, we have some tofu pancakes.
Fluffy tofu pancakes.
The fluffiest. And then we also have a broccoli cheddar casserole that is bomb.
And then we also have a vegan pasta primavera. And if you haven't read the history on how pasta primavera became a thing, I will link it down below because I learned about it when I was doing research for this video, and it's very interesting. And then lastly, we're making some zucchini muffins, and I guess you could technically eat this for breakfast, but I just made it a dessert because with the chocolate in it, it seems a bit indulgent, but you do you, eat it whenever you want. And let's get into this video. Starting with breakfast, we made some oatmeal blender pancakes. So to a high-speed blender, I added in some rolled oats, some almond milk, or any plant-based milk of your choice, along with some silken tofu, sugar, salt, cinnamon, and baking powder. We're going to blend that until it is nice and smooth, and then to a heated pan, I'm adding in about 1/3 cup of the batter. And basically we're going to cook this until it is golden brown on both sides, and you cook through all of the batter, and then you have yourself some fluffy oatmeal blender pancakes. What we like to do next is, once the pancakes have cooled, transfer them to a reusable bag. So we're using a stasher bag here from Earth Hero. These are awesome. They have a ton of different sizes, and I would highly recommend them. They are freezer safe as well. And I popped in all of the pancakes and then pop this into the freezer, and when you're ready to enjoy the pancakes, you can just pop them into the toaster and toast them up until they are warmed through.
Next, we're going to be making this easy vegan pasta primavera. To start out, we're going to be taking a blender and then adding in some filtered water, along with some soaked cashews and some nutritional yeast, and then we'll just blend that up and set it aside. And then in a pan on medium heat, we're going to add in some vegan butter, along with some shallots, and we'll just cook those down until they get nice and soft. Then we'll add in some minced garlic, and then a sprinkle of red pepper flakes. We'll let this cook for about a minute or 2 more, and we'll just spread it around to cook it evenly. And we'll add a little bit more vegan butter as needed, and just let that melt through. Next, we're going to add in some fresh broccoli along with some asparagus. And we'll just mix that around and cook it for just a few minutes until the veggies get nice and bright green. We're also going to add in some frozen peas here, as well as some tomatoes. The veggies in this dish can be customized based on what you have in your fridge and what you need to use. Now we're going to add in our cashew cream that we made earlier. We'll mix our cashew cream sauce through the veggies so everything is nice and evenly coated. And we'll just continue to let the veggies and the cream sauce cook together. The next step is to add in our pasta. So we're using spaghetti, but you can use any type of pasta that you like or that you have on hand. And then we're just going to use our tongs to fold the pasta and the veggies together until everything is nice and evenly dispersed. And we're just about finished here. We're just going to add in a little sprinkle of salt and pepper. And then add in some vegan parm shreds. We're using Follow Your Heart's parm, which we really enjoy. And this is totally optional, but we're adding in some diced vegan bacon pieces here. We just had them in the fridge, so we thought it would be a cool ingredient to add. We're just going to mix the vegan parm and the vegan bacon through. And then top it off with some fresh shredded basil and mix it through one more time. I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe. We've been absolutely obsessed with it recently, and once you try it, you'll know why. Before we serve this easy vegan pasta primavera, we're just gonna garnish it with a little bit more vegan parm and some fresh basil. And now we are ready to enjoy. We're gonna be storing our pasta primavera in these shatter and leak-proof containers that we got on Earth Hero. They're silicone lined and they are really, really cool.
The next recipe we're putting together is a cheesy broccoli rice casserole. So to a high-speed blender, I'm adding in some filtered water along with some nutritional yeast. Then we have a bunch of spices here. I have turmeric, nutmeg, black pepper, and salt. And then I'm going to be adding in some soaked cashews. We're going to blend that until it is nice and smooth and set that aside. Next, in a medium-sized pan, I'm adding in some onions along with garlic and celery. I'm going to saute this until everything is nice and soft. And I'm using water here, but you can also use oil. And once everything is cooked through, I'm going to set this aside. Moving on to the broccoli, we have our reusable bag here from Earth Hero. We will link it down below. And basically, we're going to chop the broccoli until it is bite-sized pieces. If the broccoli pieces are too big, it's honestly just a little harder to eat. It still works, but I would just suggest chopping it down, just like I'm doing here, for the best results. Next, we have our little casserole dish here, and to that I'm going to be adding in the sauteed onions, garlic, and celery, along with some brown rice. And then we have some shredded carrots, the cashew mixture that we made earlier in our blender, some vegetable broth. This was lukewarm. I will note that in the recipe on the blog post. Fresh lemon juice. Then we have some chickpeas. You can also use any bean of your choice. And we're going to mix that together until everything is nice and uniform. And lastly, we are going to arrange the broccoli on top. There's really no method to this. You kind of just arrange it in a single layer wherever the broccoli fits. And once you have all of that in the casserole dish, we're just going to take some foil, cover up the casserole dish, and pop it into the oven to bake. And you've got yourself this beautiful cheesy broccoli rice casserole. Super easy to make, super flavorful, and we hope that you love this recipe as much as we do. We transferred this to our reusable containers that we mentioned earlier that we got from Earth Hero, and it's perfect to take on the go, or also just perfect to have in the fridge whenever we get hungry during long work days.
The final recipe we're going to be making today are these chocolate chip zucchini muffins. To start out, we're going to be making a flax egg, so we're simply going to add some flaxseed meal to a cup with some water, give it a quick stir, and then set it aside. And now we're going to grate our zucchini. We have them stored in these awesome reusable bags that we got on Earth Hero. They're great for produce. We bring them to the market all the time and absolutely love them. We'll be using the coarse side of a grater to grate the zucchini until we have about 1.5 cups worth. And we also got these food huggers on Earth Hero. They're great to store leftover produce, and they have a bunch of different sizes to fit any size vegetable that you might need to store. We're just gonna pop one of these food huggers onto the leftover zucchini and then throw it in the fridge for the next time we use it. Now in a bowl, we're gonna add in our grated zucchini, along with some mashed bananas, the flax egg that we made earlier, as well as a little bit of vinegar and some vanilla extract. Lastly, we'll add in some coconut sugar, and then we'll just give this a quick mix through until everything is fully incorporated. Next to the bowl, we're going to add in some baking soda, baking powder, salt, and cinnamon, along with some oat flour. We'll give our mixture another quick mix through until the flour and the rest of the batter are fully incorporated and in nice dough forms. Next, we're going to be adding in some dark chocolate chips. We're using mini chips, but you can use large ones or whichever you have available. And we'll just fold them in to the batter. Once the chocolate chips are completely folded into the batter, we're just going to scoop the dough into a cupcake tin. We recommend greasing the tin before using it, or you can also use liners just to make sure everything pops out cleanly once it's baked. Before putting these zucchini muffins into the oven, we're just going to add some additional chocolate chips on top, and then we'll just pop them in to bake, and then we'll have some delicious muffins to enjoy. To cover our zucchini muffins, we're using these challah cloths. They're a great alternative to saran wrap or tin foil, and they are 100% vegan and don't have any beeswax in them.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
We hope you enjoyed this video.
If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and make sure you check out Earth Hero also. We'll have all of their information linked down below as well.
And we'll link all the products that we featured in this video as well if you want to check them out. So That's all we have for you today. We hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and we'll see you in our next video.
Peace.
Bye.